TV is not working for MediaWorks. Nearly 30 years after New Zealand's first private TV company was launched, its money-losing TV arm has gone on the block. The decision comes just days after the company announced it would axe or scale back some of its popular shows like New Zealand Today and 7 Days. MediaWorks, now owned by US private equity firm Oaktree, says it wants to get out of the increasingly tough free-to-air TV market and focus on its profitable radio and advertising businesses. Madison Reidy has the reaction.
Absolutely, it was inevitable. The only way you can turn that business, if it's still losing money, which it is, into profit, is to change the product that you are offering the market.
The former TV3 household name Paul Henry puts it best. The writing has been on the wall of TV3 for years.
Oh, it's been apparent for years and years, not just to me, but I'm sure to many people. The fact is, society has changed. The way we get news has changed. The way we watch television has changed. In fact, television is just an old-fashioned term now. No one talks about television anymore.
Just this week, MediaWorks announced it's axing and scaling back shows, including its Friday night comedy stalwart 7 Days. Today, it's put its entire television division up for sale, comprising its News Hub news operation, the channels 3 Life and Bravo. MediaWorks Chief Executive Michael Anderson says its back's against the wall and it had no option but to sell up.
The TV business has been in loss since I got here and was in loss for a number of years before that. Over the last number of years, we've really been able to reduce that loss very significantly, to the point of moving towards break even. This year, the market has brought into stark relief that all of those trends make it very uncertain.
Michael Anderson won't say who could buy it, but he's confident it will be sold.
We go to market at the same time through our advisor, and everyone has the opportunity to express interest. So your guess is as good as mine at this point in time, and I'm not going to guess.
But buyers are few and far between, with none of them keen to snap up the media company's stuff. Its Chief Executive, Sinead Boucher, told Checkpoint today it wasn't looking at a tie-up or a merger with the TV business so that they could be sold together. NZME and Sky TV wouldn't comment on whether they would be interested in the business. MediaWorks has been firing salvos at the government for months, warning that it could be forced to pull out of TV broadcasting if policies didn't change. It was particularly irked the state-owned TVNZ has stopped paying a dividend to the government.
No doubt we have had a changing media environment globally for some time, and a commercial decision has been made, and that ultimately is a commercial decision for the operators.
The government is working on an official plan to fix the media landscape, but for MediaWorks it's too late. TV3 is likely to start losing key staff if it hasn't already, and there's speculation if a buyer can't be found that it could shut down by Christmas. Media commentator and owner of the spin-off, Duncan Grieve, says he's more worried than ever.
There's definitely a scenario where there isn't a buyer, and it's been an awful thing for the New Zealand television industry, for everyone who works there and for related industries like screen production. There's also a good chance that a buyer does emerge, potentially one of the Australian networks, which will have a big slate of content and look at the advertising book and think they can probably save money on content and turn it around.
Paul Henry says it's a wake-up call.
Things are changing and television has to change or it will wither and die. And free-to-air television is withering and dying, so it needs to change.
TV3 has been through a lot of ups and downs in its 30-year history, but for the company's staff and viewers, today marks one of its lowest points. For Checkpoint, I'm Madison Reidy.
And you can hear Madison's interview with MediaWorks CEO Michael Anderson after 6 o'clock tonight.